Welcome to Upturned Table. I'm Jeremy, and we are playing our fourth session of John Carter of Mars. And subtitle. I always forget this. Adventures on the Dying World of Barsoom. So with me again are Matt and Will. Hey, guys.
Hello.
Guten Abend.
And we left at a pretty exciting point. So we'll do a recap, I guess, first to get to kind of explain how we got here. And like before, please fill in any details I forget. I'm going to try to make it a little less rambling and long-winded than the last time. There was just a lot of details from last time. So at the beginning of the last session, Klümt, I guess you were still in your Klümt disguise, and Za had returned with the captive Okar Yellow Martian, who they were first introduced to as Skoma, as a red Martian named Skoma. So brought back to the Nullantyr residence shortly after kind of beginning to interrogate her and trying to figure out what to do next. A delegation of local politicians and security showed up at the front door, which had been smashed open, so they were standing in the middle of a open doorway, ringing a doorbell, ringing a chime, and said that they were demanding to see the Lady Dalvora, an Okaran diplomat that was visiting Helium, that was kidnapped from her, taken from her guest house the previous night. You were able to convince them that this was just a Yellow Martian prostitute or kind of entertainment girl that you had spent the night with. And the construction continues. Okay. And not the woman that they were seeking. So they left and a little bit embarrassed, but obviously not with enough power to, kind of force your hand to do much about it, to do much about anything. You were able to intimidate Skoma into giving you details about the encampment near the ruins of Corvus, and you started to make a plan about how you would deal with the ransom, the exchange for the daughter, and potentially the journals, and also how to kind of just infiltrate the camp. And what was settled on is before the appointed meeting time for the professor to get his daughter back, Klümt, disguised as Skoma, would infiltrate the camp and signal the remaining party who would remain in a flyer on the other side of the camp to then meet him. Pronouns are going to get hard when you're disguising as another gender. And you were able to once Klümt in disguise as Skoma arrived at the camp, was able to distract or create a distraction that led most of the guards and all of the Green Martians in two of the three flyers that were based at the camp to confront a approaching band of Green Martians that were going to be attacking. And one thing, and you spent luck to add a dust storm.
Yes.
So there was a storm that was approaching that would delay, make the ruse, sustain the ruse a little bit longer. So they would not really be able to see if there were or were not Green Martians for a bit longer because of that. So Klümt was able to infiltrate the camp, went to the main tent where Tira was being held. She was sitting comfortably, poring over her father's journals and dressed in very elegant attire, which seemed very suspicious to Klümt. Mm-hmm. And also Tira could see, because she had had a lot of dealings with Skoma, could see through Klümt's disguise almost right away, but went along with the ruse and didn't really do anything to kind of tip her suspicions very strongly. So you signaled the other party with the flare, and also you had secured a flyer and the Red Martian pilot from the previous guest house heist from the Black Hole to fly an equipped a flyer because the professor's flyer, of course, was damaged. And this was also equipped with mounted guns that you're able to use. So you have a pilot and an armed flyer, which is a bit of a step up. And that's you were able to attain with paying momentum at the Black Hole Tavern.
Mm-hmm.
So gun battle ensued between the flyers because what had happened was you were kind of meeting. So Klümt took the daughter and the remaining flyer away from the encampment and met the other half of the party, returning to rescue them because the flare was a signal of distress. So there was a little bit of.
I was wondering if that's why they turned around as they saw the flare.
All right, that part of the plan was a little flawed.
Right. So, but you did meet, and so then Klümt grabbed the daughter and leaped from the stolen flyer into the one piloted by the Red Martian, allowing the flyer to crash. And unfortunately, the other flyers were returning from the ruse, finding no green Martians attacking, saw the explosion, and were then in pursuit. So a gun battle ensued between flyers. Most of the green Martians were either injured or killed in the crossfire. And then both Za and Klümt were able to leap to leap from onto the other flyers. Once the gunfire had ceased, they leaped onto the other flyers. Za confronting the flyer with the green Martian, and Klümt attacking the still dressed as Skoma, I believe. Attacked the that we should have factored that in too, to their reaction of like, what are you doing? I didn't even I completely forgot. I guess we should have like changed your token or something, so I had that in mind about what you looked like.
Well, there was a lot of violence and jumping around and things, so the makeup and the whole disguise probably was starting to fall apart.
It was starting to look a little crazy. But using a incendiary satchel, an explosive, Klümt leaped onto the flyer, fought a bit with the leader of the Eidolon guardsman that was the leader of the agents on the flyer, and then leaped off, but received an injury in the process. And the explosion did not completely disable the flyer. It did kill the leader, but some of the agents were able to hold on to the ship as it was rocked by the explosion. The ship remained airborne, just not in barely operational. And then Klümt was back on the ship to see the two the showdown between the two green Martians. The Martian
kept the ship from crashing while we fought on it because it was going down until he jumped
Oh, that's
on.
right. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because you had taken out all the minions. You'd taken out all the agents. Yes,
killed the driver.
In the battle with the Green Martian, you'd taken down all the minions, so there wasn't any piloting the ship. So yeah, he needed to return because your flyer was descending with nobody at the controls, and but sustained some injury from the agents prior to the explosion. And Za was able to defeat the Green Martian. And just as you claimed victory, you saw that the daughter on your airship, your flyer that you had overpowered the pilot and was holding her father at gunpoint. She signaled to the other flyer with the few remaining Eidolon agents to follow her, and they were able to escape before you could pursue. So, tables they be turning. All right, and so you pursued her, checked the camp. She didn't return to the camp, so you pushed on ahead, suspecting because she had when Klümt had met her, she was still very very enthusiastically talking about entering the ruins. Instead of being rescued, she was more interested in when they were going to get back to the ruins. And you found the two flyers with the unconscious red Martian outside the gates of the ruined city of Corvus, the ruins of the city of Corvus. So that's where we pick up this session. That was not any less long-winded, but I tried.
That's all right. I needed that, actually. It was good.
Okay, good.
Well,
Yeah, just bring everybody back up. Any details or anything that you guys want to add? Just for the record, enter into the official record.
And other than the fact that we all got pretty scraped up, no.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
There was,
Quite injured.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So Tom Voren is he regained consciousness as you guys landed, and I believe at the end of the last session, von Klümt offered him some more money to accompany them into the. She was eager to probably eager for a little payback, and also eager for a better payday. So now would be the time so all of your stress tracks are back down to 0, and now would be the time to do some rolls to get rid of some of those afflictions that you have.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can roll for each other. You can attempt to heal the other person, and it's difficulty 2, and if you try to do it yourself, difficulty 3. So, and basically just one roll of each type per attempt or per time, so that we don't spend too much time healing. There isn't really in the rules guidelines for how much time that would take. Like they don't say it's not a full rest or a short rest. They don't have anything equivalent to that. So it's a bit abstracted. So we'll just give you a chance to kind of gather your wits about you and summon some deeper courage. So yeah.
Von Klümpt's gonna walk up to Goren and tear off some of his skoma skirt he's wearing.
Right.
And let me see your left arm. The other left arm. Yeah.
Right.
And I will attempt to bind his wounds and clean him out.
All right.
Do you have like strange colored blood or?
I think it's. I don't know. Is there blood different colored?
I'm trying to think. In the movie, a lot of the alien monsters, blue blood and things. Because I remember when John Carter killed the white ape, he emerged all dyed blue from the blood.
Might
so
be
possibly,
blue.
yeah, you can have green blood or any kind of blood you want.
Mix your blue blood with a little Prussian spit and
there you go.
Cunning and might is what we're said.
Yes, so you roll the attributes of the affliction
now,
that you're trying to.
Right now it's 12.
Okay, and difficulty 2. So you need 2 successes, and momentum can be spent for additional.
Yeah, I don't have any momentum.
Is that 6 just one success for you?
Yeah. Oh, actually, I forgot about the minimum attribute thing. Hold on. Oh, how do you tell?
Are you looking at the character sheet?
Yeah, because mine is lowered right now.
Oh, right, from the affliction. Yeah, that's right.
So
does that change though
I don't think so. I don't think that changes your base. I mean, it changes what your target, but that's still your base. I think that's still
okay.
Yeah. I don't think that adjusts your for criticals. I don't think that adjusts. I think it's your initial attributes.
And so if you roll under the lowest one, you get the extra 6.
Equal to or lower to the equal to or less than the lower one. Yes.
Okay, so I did do that, but
oh, great. Okay.
How many wounds do you have?
1.
Oh, never mind. That's good. We'll stand pat with that.
Good. All right. So using good old Jarsumian first aid.
Yes.
Goren is back to full health, full capacity.
You're very tiny. I hope I don't hurt you trying to fix you. Let's see here.
I'll be fine.
Where are your other 2 arms at?
Oh, lost them in the war.
Okay, cunning plus might is 13. That is 2 successes.
Oh, perfect.
I have no momentum to spend, unfortunately, to help you, Matt, but you get 1 back.
Get 1 back. All right. I'll take it.
And I'll tend to Ton too, or Vorn. I don't know if people go by the first or second name more.
Oh yeah. I think first is unless they're referring to usually full names. Yeah, you hear a lot of full names. But no, I think it's first name because you hear Deja. Yeah, Deja Thors, you heard.
He's a criminal. Call him whatever you want.
Yeah, right.
He's going with us into battle. He is a comrade.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah, so what's that?
Well, I only got 1 success for him, so I did not manage to tend to him very well.
All right.
Is he unconscious?
No, he was waking up and kind of rubbing his head. He was just knocked out when you guys arrived because you had a little bit of conversation with him at the end of the last session. Yeah, so he's eager to help you guys. He's looking for payback. So yeah, that treacherous daughter of his needs to pay. I can't believe she was able to overpower me. It's just because I was distracted by piloting this flyer that girl was able to get away with that. So he's his ego is a little wounded. Probably he has more points of damage on his ego than his physical body. All right. So so you guys are healed up a bit. Oh, and if you want to just give it a shot, Von Klümt can try to heal himself. It's 1 more difficulty, but you can try to heal yourself.
Oh, really? Okay.
At this time, so you can heal somebody and heal yourself, but not the same thing twice.
Thanks to my friend's work, my number went up slightly.
There you go.
Oh, that's a big no.
Oh, all right. For some reason, the gravity and atmosphere don't allow you to heal yourself as efficiently as you could back on Earth.
Now, we're not trying to kill her, correct? We don't know her actual reasons for doing this. Maybe there's something else going on. It seems weird she turned against her father.
It does. I think she's suffering from some sort of psychological malady. I think I'm going to call it the Barsoom syndrome.
Nice.
Okay.
Because the Stockholm syndrome wasn't until like 1974.
Right. All right. So
we call it Corvus syndrome. There you go.
Oh yeah, yes, that's right.
Eidolon mania.
I like that one. That one's good.
Well, okay, so we don't have any of the journals, right?
Right. Yeah, she had everything. She took everything with her. She brought them from the tent, and they were on the flyer. But she took off. But if you want to examine the flyer, that might be a useful thing before you proceed.
Sure.
So yeah, give me maybe a cunning and reason.
Cunning and reason. All right. A couple of 13s. Here we go. Oh,
that's good.
Okay, so that's 2, both under the lower attribute.
Yes.
So
yeah, you only needed 1 success. Yeah, that's 4. So you've got 3 momentum for that. And I'm sorry, we should have done this earlier. Both of you guys have 2 luck. 2 luck points from the previous session. Yeah, because that was some daring do and some drama, and you used the disguise incredibly well. So yeah, all of that yeah, so you guys have 2 luck for this session, but that also means I have 4 threat.
Oh no.
Where's I keep looking for a font tool, but it's a note tool. Okay. Oh, yeah, wait.
Just a big red tag that says threat.
Yeah, just a giant. Yeah, I'll just float it all over on the screen. All right, yeah. So we'll put that up there, just so it's easy to remember. Yeah, and they always suggest too that keeping track of threat, like do it on the player side of the GM screen, so you can kind of see it growing and see like how much.
So you can intimidate us with it all the time.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I just flip it. I just like run my fingers through it every so often. Wow, that's a lot. And so and I think you have a sense of it now after the few sessions. Like 3, if I spend 3 threat, I can do something pretty huge story wise. 1 is a reinforcement. 2 is probably something better than minions. But 3 is a huge story change, and a lot of this is spelled out in the adventure itself, like what you can spend stuff on. So, like when the Barsoomian lion showed up, it specifically said 2 threat. Although I think I spent 3, but 2 threat to summon the mind controlled lion at that point. So some of it's spelled out in the adventure, and some of it is just kind of basic. So if I have 4, I can do something minor. I can do like a minor reinforcement, and then I can do something pretty huge, just so you have a sense of like if it piles up, what that could mean.
So we want you to spend it as momentum, and there's a way that we can burn it too, right? Can't we burn off your threat by doing something?
We can add to it.
You can add. Yeah, you can add to it instead of if a roll fails. Yeah, you can take it. You can, I think, generate momentum with it, and also succeed with at cost. Yeah, I think it's a success at cost. So give me a 2 threat to succeed at a roll.
We can also do that choose to fail thing too, right? To give us like
that's right.
Is that luck it gets us?
That gives us
that's
luck.
Right. That's right. You guys get luck. That's right. I get threat, but you get luck. That's right. Yeah, that's right. And the intentional fail.
It's hard to want to do that, but I'll try to fail it sometime.
Right.
That's right. Right. Oh yeah, and remember to a difficulty 2 roll. If you're using a luck point, you don't have to roll if you're worried about complications. Like if in that situation, if a complication would derail everything, luck point means that you don't have to roll. If it gives you at least the minimum, if it's difficulty 1 or 2.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to. You don't have to roll. You can to generate momentum, because of course spending luck also means you're guaranteed momentum for any other successes.
While he's going through the glider, I'm going to just kind of post up here by the door and peek in and see what's going on. But I'm not going to enter yet until he catches up and tells me what he found.
Sure. All right. Okay. So von Klümt is looking through the flyer, and concealed a little bit. It looks like it was stuck under the edge of one of the little storage areas of the flyer to not be found, or not to be easily seen. Is the radium torch. So the professor had explained the use.
It was like a key, right?
Right. That it could be used as a key in these ancient ruins, and he was obviously able. They're very rare, so they would only distract his daughter enough that she didn't know they don't have it with them. So you can take that with you.
That will slow them down or stop them. We should be able to catch them if they don't have the key.
You want to carry it in one of your extra hands?
Sure. Extra hands. You have too few.
And the Red Martian sees what you found and said, "Oh, that will sell for quite a price at the marketplace if you are looking for a buyer.
Noted. As long as we get out of here alive, I'd pick you up on that.
All right.
So before us is like an open gateway? Or?
Yeah, this is like a walled city. Even the ancient cities in Barsoom are walled cities. So this is an entrance in the wall, and it looks like you're actually the outer walls had kind of completely fallen to ruin, and this would be an inner wall of the city. So what you've seen is just like kind of scattered larger stones and things, and you're approaching more of a decorated gate of an inner wall of the city. So the city itself has crumbled a lot, but as you can see that it has statuary and artwork and things depicting ancient Red Martian civilization.
And did we actually witness them flying in?
No, when you arrived, the flyers were already there. So yeah, you didn't see any sign. So yeah, you don't know precisely where they went. There's just 2 abandoned flyers there with the Red Martian, but they landed right by this entrance. So
do you have any tracking experience, Goren?
Of course, usually beasts that leave big footprints, but I can probably track little red Martians too.
Right. Yeah, and it's probably a big enough group.
Is Ton armed?
Oh yeah.
Or do we need to supply him with something?
No, he would have his standard equipment, and I will tell you what that is.
Okay.
So yeah, just a sword, a dagger, and a pistol. So very standard.
Everyone in this world's packing heat.
Yeah, right. Yes.
What's the plan here? Are you scouting ahead, Lukas? Or are we going just in as a group?
I think we go in as a group. I was kind of hoping you could maybe try to track them.
Okay.
Yeah, you can give that.
They're exploring too, theoretically, so I don't think we need to rush.
Well, keep an eye out for those masked ones.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your pistols out, or rifle, if that's what you have.
I have a Barsoomian pistol.
Excellent. Does my rifle that I have like a scope or anything like that on it, or is it like a iron sights type?
Yeah, I think it's iron sights, but the you could affix the flyer itself. There were scopes on the mounted rifle, so if you wanted to, you could attach one of those, and that would give you 1 bonus momentum every time you use the rifle.
I'll give Von Klümt my rifle, and
okay,
we'll work out the whole scope situation for him.
Oh, okay, nice.
Wow.
All right. Yeah. So now, you have a scoped rifle. So a rifle.
Imagine it being like one of those ridiculously long, like Afghan Jezeel things.
Yes.
The really long rifle.
This is my pistol here. Yes,
Nice. Yeah. It's about twice your height.
Yeah.
The length of it is about twice your height. Yeah.
All right, then. Yeah, we'll put that scope on it so he can scout out.
Okay.
Maybe the 2 of you can hang back and kind of watch me from a distance in case something.
There you go.
Happens.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds good.
Okay. Good. Yeah. So any kind of observation. So using the rifle with the scope, you gain a bonus momentum, just automatically generate a momentum, and using it as just a spyglass will make everything lower difficulty. So you'll be able to spot things much easier.
Nice. Yeah, I think I'll kind of put. We'll stay back from him a little bit, but I think I'll kind of put Ton Vorn between myself and Zagoren.
Okay. All right. So, Za, why don't you roll? Well, actually, they have enough of a head start that you probably don't have to worry about them spotting you yet. You know, you don't have to worry about stealthing. But if you want to track them, probably cunning and empathy might be a good.
Ooh, okay. Cunning and empathy. I could do that.
Yeah, that would be a good roll to kind of pick up their trail.
Oh my goodness, I did it. I got 3 successes.
Wow. Oh, nice. Excellent. Okay, so yeah, bank that you've got 2 momentum, then you only needed the 1 to kind of pick up their trail, because it was a large enough group that they would have left tracks in the dust. And you can see from the tracks that it is the 3 surviving agents and the professor and his daughter. So there's 5 people in this party.
Okay. I'm just going to pursue. I'm not going to try to be stealthy. I'm going to try to catch up with them as quickly as possible.
Oh, all right. Okay.
I'm assuming that, like, Lukas and Tan will follow as needed, but I'm just trying to catch up to dress her down for what she's done.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Yeah, we'll follow, but keep maybe. I don't know. Keep him close enough I can hit him with a rock, but not much closer.
All right. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't have a great ruins here. Yeah, I think we'll just there'll be an image I can use for a little bit later. But yeah, for right now, just kind of you're seeing more and more the same kind of thing that's the edge of this map now. There's walls, very very ancient worn walls that are getting slowly covered with the yellow lichen and a lot of decoration that's all in ill repair. So there are many structures. So as you enter these ruins, you're able to follow their tracks because it's quite dusty, and the sand and desert has intruded well into the city. So you're able to track them quite easily, and you're seeing a lot of structures that appear to be what used to be museums or music halls or different parts of kind of the inner city. And most of them have been collapsed. You're just seeing the remains of outer structures. And if Za is going to pursue quite quickly, you'll the tracks will lead you to a pretty much intact structure. And so since you already did the tracking, an intact structure that is probably the grandest and at one time was the most ornate and beautiful building in the structure. And you do remember the professor saying that it was the archives underneath the Great Hall. So this looks as close to the Great Hall as you can see by comparing the structures around it. The tracks do lead there, and remember, she does have the journals and the maps that the scouting maps that the Sun had reproduced as well. So they probably were able to find the structure pretty easily. Why don't you? Are you kind of observing with the scoped rifle from behind as Za kind of moves ahead of you, von Klümt?
Yeah, every time he kind of pauses to get a look around, I'm going to be using the scope to survey the area.
Okay, why don't you do a roll for that? It'll only be 1 difficult. The scope makes it quite easy to see details, but as you're kind of observing his surrounding.
Cunning and
cunning and reason, or cunning and empathy, whichever. Probably reason would be better.
Awesome. 13s. Here we go. Oh, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Nice. All right. So 3 momentum. All right. So as you saw. As you saw, Za headed towards this grand, larger structure amidst all these ornate buildings in the kind of inner section of the city of Corvus, you do notice that there is a single Golden Masks Eidolon agent atop one of the higher structures. And
has he noticed this?
Yeah, he's definitely noticed Za. He's watched Za advance and seems to just kind of be waiting at this point.
Is he in bounding range?
Oh, probably just outside. You could get close to him, but you couldn't get into engagement. Like you couldn't jump like straight into engagement. The optics on the rifle are pretty strong.
With leaps and bounds, I can spend extra momentum to move additional range categories.
Right. Yeah, right. So
I would like to do just a Herculean bound.
Okay, let's
land next to him with my knife drawn.
All right.
You just tell me how much momentum I need to spend.
Right. So does it specify with your bounding? Does it give you 2? It gives you like 2.
Close one range category automatically, ignoring any obstacles or intervening terrain. You may spend 1 momentum to move an additional category.
Nice. Yeah, if you want to do, because he would be far away, so it would be 1 more. Yeah, so let me make sure I've got all my. Yeah, so he's. I'm sorry, he would be too far. So you would be able to jump far with 1 momentum. So 2 far would be 2 momentum if you want to do that.
I spend TWO momentum to move TOO far.
Right. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you're moving too far.
My plan is to literally just land and put a dagger in his throat if I can.
Okay. And so let's see if you surprise him or if he kind of sees you come. I know it's kind of a strange thing to expect coming, but let's just do a little of that. So maybe cunning and daring. Yeah.
Like an opposed roll kind of thing?
Yes, yeah. You'll do a cunning and daring to try to catch him off guard.
Only 10s. All right, here we go.
2.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use a momentum.
Okay.
For another die. Oh. 3 17s. I'm going to use another momentum. I'm going to use another momentum.
My God. Last. Okay. Oh, I've got a very slow roll.
My last momentum. Here we go. Oh, whew. All right. So that was a 3 on the very last one. So.
Okay.
1 momentum.
1 success and 1 momentum. So he was not able to. He got a success, but not able to generate any momentum. So you are able to surprise him, but
only took 6 dice.
Yes, right. But just in case this would have gotten too easy, I'm going to spend a threat. So you do surprise him. So you do get to attack him before he does anything.
All right.
But he is able to. He was standing there equipped with a rifle, but he wasn't pointing it at Za or your the 2 other members of the party. He was pointing it at this ruined building kind of across the way from where you were, and was able to. As you bounded in, he wasn't able to defend himself or basically prepare for your attack, but he fired a few rounds quickly into these ruins. What? And in the as the shots, as the sound of the shots kind of bounce off of the remaining walls of the ruined city, you hear a deep, inhuman growl and kind of a growl of pain, like a shriek of pain. And for von Klümt, it's like nothing you've ever heard before. But
do I recognize
inside these rooms? But Za would recognize it right away and So first, so you hear that shriek, and first let's resolve this attack then on the on the agent. So Von Klümt has landed. Oh, and are you have you removed any of the? Are you still Red Martian Lady Skoma, or what is your opinion? We should have talked about that.
I am. I think it's comically messed up now, in my opinion, but I haven't taken the time to Von Klümt myself.
Right. Okay. And that would add to his inability to really understand what was going on.
Yeah. Now it's just a confusion tactic, really.
Right. All right. So why don't you make the?
All right. So cunning and is it cunning and daring? Might. What is it?
Oh yeah. For if you're just doing a melee is cunning and daring for just that basic attack.
All right. We're rolling 10s. Oh my gosh.
Uh-oh.
I will use the memento. Come on. All right. I got 1.
Okay. So you're able to land. Yeah, with your dagger, you're able to land a
dagger
below. And and there's no defense for it. The kind of rifle shot would have the shots from the rifle would have replaced anything that would have been an opposed damage. So go ahead and roll the damage for the dagger.
2 and a 3.
Oh, okay. So that's 2. Yeah, that's 2 wounds. So the agent goes down. You plunge the dagger. He's basically he's got the rifle shouldered, and you plunged right on top of him, and the dagger goes into his chest, and the agent goes down.
All right.
But the shrieking continues, and it seems to be accompanied by accompanied by further horrible shrieks, and immediately Goren recognizes this as a pained and also answering call of the white ape.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
So,
I know these things are dangerous, but on a practical sense, is this can we take a white ape, like practically?
Can you? They're significant. I've got the stats here. Yeah, because you would know this. Yeah, a white ape is definitely fearsome. So his attacks will generate fear. And similar to you, hard to kill.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you knew that if you've heard more than one of them with the party that you have now, it's going to be pretty difficult to beat them in a straight fight. You'd have to strategize. You'd have to come up with some strategy to even the odds a little bit more, because.
Am I aware of where Lukas is at? I mean, obviously, I heard the gunshots.
Oh yeah, you would have probably seen that, seen his assault, his airborne assaults. So you saw Lukas bound and the gunshot and the agent go down.
And we're kind of right here in front of this large building, right? That you're speaking of. Is it?
Yes. You're right in front. Yeah, you're right in front of the Great Hall, and I guess Ton, once Lukas bounded, he ran to meet up with you because he couldn't keep up. He couldn't keep up with Lukas, so he shows up next. He shows up next to you.
Is this meeting hall like the great ape, the white apes? How tall are they?
Oh yeah, they're pretty huge. Let me see if they give any sort. Oh, they'll give it in Barsoomian measurements.
I see the cover of the book, and it looks like they're like.
Yes. Yeah. So
the background looks like he's like 60 feet tall or something.
Yeah. If you get, so the Great Hall seems to be quite intact, and the front door is open. Like the front door has been left open, and the tracks lead in. If you're able to get inside and close the door, you might have some time. You would be able to buy yourself some time. Eventually, they may be able to get in there, and you kind of see right as you're kind of deciding your next move, you do see what appears to be a bloodied, when one of the shoulders is obviously wounded from the rifle fire. A white ape just pound its way through the ruined remains of the doorway of the ruined building that they were holding up in. So he's enraged but injured, and kind of looking for the cause of that attack. And you can hear, you can't quite see them yet, but you can hear he's got friends with him. There's companions.
Oh my god!
I'll yell up to Lukas, and I'll yell up, keep shooting or run, and then I'll usher Ton into the building, and we'll try to board ourselves in, basically.
Oh, okay.
So
all right.
You're going into the building.
I'm going into the building and closing the door. Yeah.
Where I'm at, is it like a balcony? Can I like move into the building as well, or?
You're on actually a different structure, so you're kind of across the way. Yeah, you're kind of across a small alleyway. So you could jump to join them, or from your position, you're pretty high up. So it would take some work. It would take some major effort for a white ape to get up to where you were. But your experience with gorillas of Earth, that he probably could climb pretty well. So he may be able to get up to you, but you would have some time to.
And I can see him now, right?
Yes, yeah. You see one large white ape has burst through the remains, and so you see that eventually, because he was able to move that stone pretty easily. I mean, he's enraged, so maybe a bit stronger. That he would eventually be able to get into the Great Hall if you barricaded yourself in there, but it would definitely take some work.
And they're huge. Looks like 4-armed white ape things. All right.
Yes, yeah. You see a large, and so to your eyes, it's a bit of a deformed, kind of disgusting, kind of grotesque version of an ape. It doesn't quite match your Jasumian image of it.
Any signs? Like, I'll use the scope. Is there any signs that this thing has that device on its head, like that lion we encountered?
Good. Yeah. Without a roll, you're able to. Checking with the scope, you're able to see that no, there isn't any blue iridescent plate or anything on it. So this does seem to be something from the wild that they just stirred up. Something that was actually lurking in the ruins that they were aware of, and so possibly the sun had actually scouted that they were white apes and put a big skull and crossbones on the map. So they left the agent behind.
And these things are big enough, scary enough, and smart enough that my Beastmaster stuff doesn't work on it, correct? I'm assuming I would have an idea if I could crocodile view this thing.
Yeah, they're monsters, not minions. Yeah, so right. You may be able to distract them with some commands, but you wouldn't be able to control them. Yeah, you would know like things to do that would be distracting, but wouldn't be able to make them do your bidding.
Yeah, so I'm gonna rush Ton in, and I yell out that keep shooting or run to Lukas, and unless I see him leap down right away, I'm gonna close the door behind us.
Oh, okay.
Well, all right. I'm leaping down right away. I don't.
Okay.
I don't want to have a shootout with a family of giant apes.
Right. Yes. Yeah, especially with that many arms, I'm sure they can throw a lot of things, and not just the feces. It gets worse. All right. Okay, so you make it inside the Great Hall and are able to, and the large stone doors, just like the exterior, they're marble, very heavy marble doors, so you're able to secure them. And I'll just put this in as a on top of everything, so we don't lose our map as it is. And so what you find inside, where does all that stuff reside? So I've got 2 John Carter folders that I'm trying to make.
The Barsoom Wikipedia thing says that they are 12 to 15 feet tall.
Oh, so not yet. Yeah. So
that's like a cool art perspective on the cover. They're not actually multi-story tall. They're like the same height I am then. Well,
yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're pretty close. I mean, they're, they've got the gorilla posture. Probably they're hunched down. Like if they reared up on their back legs, that might be.
They're believed to be the primary cause of death among Martian children. Wow.
So not childhood leukemia, but actually
big forearm dude.
All right, so I'll try to put this somewhere where I'm not. Okay, yeah, we'll just do it down here, so it actually looks like an interior. Okay, so if you can see that image that I brought in, so once you make it inside the Great Hall and secure the door, this is what you see. So the Great Hall looks like a Great Hall of Science. It looks like it served as and you know that the archive underneath it is kind of the where all of the information of this ancient culture was stored, and that was the professor's goal. So yeah, you see light coming in through pretty intact. Like surprisingly, most of the structure is intact. And it's not as invaded by sand and lichens and things as a lot of the rest of the structures that you saw.
But I am seeing a lot of glass windows inside, which
right.
probably won't keep an ape out very long.
Right. Yeah, we'll say though that it's something like they would probably not. Either the windows are thin enough, or they wouldn't actually be able to fit. So it's not going to be a huge weakness. You won't have a like bursting in.
Okay.
On you, because you see they're fairly narrow, and you might be able to they might reach they might be able to reach through a broken window, but maybe not get in. So it's going to be the doors, or actually breaking down a damaged wall that'll get them inside. All right.
Do you have a track, Zalgorin?
Do I have a track?
A trail?
Oh well, they came here. And I'll yell out, "Tira!" really loud.
Oh, okay. Wow. All right. Yeah. So you don't get any response. Her name bounces off of the walls of the Great Hall, but you don't hear any response. And there's no noise within.
And there isn't, like you said, this was pretty well maintained. So it's not like there's sand all over the floor to figure out where they ran to.
Right. Yeah. You lost the track. Yeah. You lost the easy tracking. So you probably could track them looking around, but it would be much more difficult now.
Any equipment set up? Like they've been working in here at all? Or?
Yeah. You don't immediately. You just see what remains of the displays and instruments and things inside this. Inside the Great Hall. It doesn't look like they set up anything. They probably looked. They're probably somewhere looking for access to below, to the floors below this. But yeah, you don't see any sign of them, and they haven't set up anything. And immediately, I mean, you can look harder, but you didn't see anybody left behind, anybody watching you immediately when you came in.
I'll lean into Ton Vorn and sort of gesture around the room and say, "Help us get what's the scientist's name? Nalantir. Help us get the scientist Nalantir out of here, and you can probably take some of these trinkets back with you."
Oh, nice. Yeah, and he lights up at that. At that suggestion, or that that command, and says, we'll do. I'll get my hands on that scientist.
I'll start looking around. Is this actually like kind of what the interior looks like? Then is what we're thinking.
Yeah, something very stylized like this.
I'll run up to like the nearest desk or anything. I'm looking for a "You are here" type map of this place.
Oh, okay, sure.
I'm gonna run maybe
to the desk. Maybe a brochure.
yeah, something like that. So I'm gonna run up to all to any desk of that, and like I'm not like opening up. I'm not spending a bunch of time, but basically I'm looking for something that looks like maybe it's a floor plan or like to help try to figure out how this place is laid out. Is what I'm spending my time doing right now.
All right.
I'm looking for a T-shirt that says "I went to the ruins of Corvus and all I got was this T-shirt."
Right. Yeah, all of those are sold out. I mean, they have I think there's like a thermos bottle you can get. All right.
So, are there different passages in, or
it's just it's just a huge main hall, like this huge entryway. Kind of it wraps around, like the room itself is kind of curved. So if you walked, it's feels more circular in the interior design. So if you walked around, you would just make a big circle and end up back where you were.
no doors?
Yeah, no doors immediately except for the one that you came into. You from where you're standing, and it's quite large. It was the largest building that you saw that was intact. And from where you are, you don't see any other doors.
Does it look like, because it's so high, does it look like there's other landings up above us? Like, is there a second floor in any
there
way,
could
or is
be.
it just...
Yeah, I would say, yeah, there probably would be. Yeah, and this image does kind of suggest that too. Kind of balconies above, kind of on the edge of some of the walls would have a balcony. So there probably would be stairs, like stairs that are spiraling up to some of these landings.
So I'll kind of point up to one and be like, "Do you want to check out up there?"
Sure.
To Lukas, because you can just jump up there.
Oh, right.
I forget sometimes I can do that. Yes, I will jump up there. I'll just start bounding around.
Okay, yeah. There you go.
Boing,
all right.
boing.
And as Lukas is bounding around the balconies, you do hear a slam as if a white ape was throwing itself against the stone doors of the great hall, but it doesn't seem to have made any. It just noise, and in frustration, you hear a howl of frustration as it's unable to pursue you. So they know where you are. They just can't get at you.
It's okay. We'll just let them tire themselves out.
Nice. Yes, knowing the stubbornness of white apes, Za is confident.
The Howl of the Great White Ape. I think that's a poem.
Want me to recite it for you?
Not right now. All right. Yeah, I'll bound around on balconies and ledges and just generally try to explore the perimeter of the building.
Okay. All right. And so at the kind of far end of the hall, you do see that there is some kind of hatchway that has been pried open. So there was some sort of kind of large stone hatch that has been moved aside, and there's stairs going down in the far end of the hall.
Ooh. All right. Well, I'll stand next to it and kind of gesture to get the attention of my compatriots, hopefully.
As I'm opening up desks and flipping things over, trying to find a map.
Yeah. Yes.
Right. Motion them to me and like put my finger up to my lips. I think now is the time to be quiet.
All right. Yeah. So your searching doesn't uncover anything useful, Za. As you go through.
I'll head over towards Lukas then. I'll try to be quiet.
All right. Nice. All right. So
is this big enough for a green Martian?
Oh yeah. The hatch is quite. It's probably 10 feet across. It was quite large. Because they would move large machines up and down.
Is it closable? Like, can we close it behind us?
So you
don't follow us?
Yes. You probably could. You probably, if you positioned the hatch that was pried off, you probably could cover it back up so that if the apes did make it into the Great Hall, they wouldn't immediately know where you are.
Okay. Well, if we're going in, I'll let Lukas take lead now, and I'll close the hatch up behind us as best I can.
And
Good.
It goes down, like, is it stairs? Or?
Yeah, there are just long stairs down, and then there's a landing, and and then it looks like it continues on. So you immediately you can see down to another landing, maybe 15 feet in 15 feet square, and then stairs proceed down.
Is there a light source below us or no?
No, it goes into darkness. Yeah, you don't see anything.
Goren, hand me the torch, please.
Do I know how to turn it on? Is it complicated to turn on?
Yeah, you probably would be able to. Yeah, from just touching the plates and things on it. Yeah, you can figure out how to turn it on. It's pretty straightforward. Oh, and I think the professor did it in front. So yeah.
I'll turn it on for him because I've seen how he handles technology. I know he's not very good with these things.
Right.
Well, I will shoulder my rifle and draw my pistol and
all right.
Proceed with the.
Do you want me to take that rifle so you don't have to carry 50 things at once?
Sure, you want to carry it? Absolutely. I'll move down with the what is it? What do we? It's iridium. Is that what it was?
Iridium. Yeah, radium.
Iridium torch.
Yeah. So it's glowing. Yeah, it's kind of a green glow.
Yeah.
Oh, and the interesting thing that they talk about too, they use radium bullets, like most of the rifles use radium bullets, but they're activated by sunlight, so they're explosive slugs, but only when you fire them during the daytime. So if there's ever combat at night and any of these slugs are like embedded in the sand or whatever, the sun comes up, they explode. So any missed shots at the location of any battlefield is going to be stay away during sunrise. All right.
Good to know.
All right, Tonvorn, watch my back.
All right. So you're descending the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're casting this green light, which you can see surprisingly well. It's a very strange but also very visible kind of green light emitting from there. So it doesn't. You could actually read by it very easily. It's quite impressive, and nothing like unlike anything on Earth.
I'm probably going sterile as I carry it.
You will never. Your sperm count decreases per turn. Yeah.
And that's the best thing that's happening to you right now. Much worse stuff's going on.
Right. Okay. So as you reach the landing, just as you reach the landing, the light is kind of bouncing off the walls and down. A pistol shot is fired above you. So if you're looking at the landing to your left, the stairs lead down to your right, and a pistol shot hits the wall to your left. It seems as a warning. It doesn't seem like it was aimed at you. The light had just gotten brighter and brighter and brighter. So someone knows you're descending the stairs because of the torch, and they just fired a warning shot.
So someone below us fired up.
Yes, fired up the stairs.
I am going to. Can I bound the rest of the way down? And
I don't think that. Yeah, the tunnel. It's ever like that. Yeah, the structure for the stairs. And you could. Yeah, you with your physique, you could kind of. Just throw yourself down the stairs. Yeah. There wouldn't be clearance to make a very graceful leap, but you could kind of like throw yourself like linebacker style. Down the stairs.
I don't know if I want to do that. I will. How big are the stairs? I'm sorry.
With probably like about 10 feet across. Like everything is kind of the size of that hatch. The stairs are probably about 10 feet across. So the two of you can side by side. It's not like a narrow metal gangway or anything. It's very they're pretty wide because they would have needed to move larger things up and down.
Huh. do we just rush down, or?
So, from the angle we're at, they probably can't see us. They just heard us.
They saw the light. Yeah, they saw the torch light as you were almost to the landing, and when the warning shot was fired.
All right, I'm going to motion to my two compatriots to stay where they are, and then kind of clear my throat and try to get back into Skoma voice.
Oh, okay.
And
That's right.
And sort of just walk down with the torch, ask help. The ape attacked me, help.
So immediately, okay. So as you round the corner, you can see towards the as if you're carrying the torch. So you're carrying the torch, right?
Yes.
So you are casting a brighter light. There's some small some kind of small light sources, but not enough to you can't see faces or anything. But the radium torch illuminates the group that's at the bottom of the stairs. See two Eidolon agents, of course, Tira, the daughter, with her pistol, and she is using her father as a shield. So she's standing behind her father and using him as a human shield. And of course, the door to the archives that they have no means to open.
I was really hoping it was just some guards. Damn it!
Yes, right. They've been stuck down there now.
So you say there's the agents are down there too?
Yeah, there are two agents. Two agents left, and the daughter and her father. So she's behind him with her pistol pointed at you as you round the stairs, and she immediately. The agents seem to show some concern and lower their weapons and your aid, but she immediately calls them off and says, "Don't fall for this this off-worlder's ploy. He's been masquerading as our leader ever since he arrived at the camp. So she was expecting it and immediately calls your bluff.
I would like to do a luck influence the story spend.
Oh, sure. Oh, excellent. Okay.
You tell me how much I need to spend.
Sure.
But I kind of like for while she's scolding her guards about who I am, have the father just grab the gun.
Oh, okay. Make a okay. All right. Oh man. All right. Yeah. That's just one. Yeah, that's just one luck. Just to give you that timing. Yeah. So as she's doing that, as she's telling them about your disguise, the professor takes. So she is kind of holding the gun over his shoulder, and he takes this moment to grab her wrist and try to wrench the gun from her hand. So they're kind of engaged in kind of a melee, trying to take possession of the weapon. It hasn't gone off yet, but yeah, they're struggling. They're struggling mightily.
All right.
All right.
That's when I think I attacked these two guards.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. So the guards see that, hear that struggle. They see you. They know that's not real Skoma. So they are ready. They're kind of prepared for the attack. So yeah, go ahead and do what you're gonna do. Yeah. So the guards are just equipped with swords and pistols.
Okay. Well, I had the torch and my pistol, so I'm firing my pistol.
Oh, okay.
What stats do you normally roll for missile attack?
Yes. So for shooting is cunning and reason.
Cunning and reason.
Unless you have something that changes one of those.
That's all right. Cunning and reason. So, pretty good. 13. All right. Here we go.
All right.
2. Wait, let me double check. One moment. 3 successes.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So, yeah. So your your pistol shot hits, and I guess you can so roll damage. Roll damage for that. So yeah, 2d6s, and then you can add
a 2 and a 6.
Oh, okay.
And I get
damage and a fear.
They do fear then, yeah.
Right. Yeah, and these are just minions, so they go down pretty quickly from that pistol fire. Yeah, so you send a barrage of pistol shots down as you're as they're a bit distracted with the daughter struggling.
How many successes did I need?
Oh, you only needed one for that because it was well enough lit by the doing. Yeah, so take the and that was enough damage.
Momentum, awesome.
Yeah, take those 2 momentum. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so bank that. Okay, so yeah, we have the daughter. So let me see. She'll probably just to see if she can overcome. She won't. We won't make it opposed, but we'll see if she can overcome. Get her gun back. See where things go. All right, they've all got stats. Okay. All right, so nothing is going to be amazing. So she just needs a success to kind of overpower an older gentleman. But wow, this is really slow. Oh, what? Wait, no, it was almost two 4s. Okay, that's 2 successes. So she is able to. She's able to get the gun away, and I'll take that momentum that she generated. So she's able to take the gun away from her father, and she's pointing it at you. Okay. So she kind of yeah. So he's down. He's been knocked down. So the professor is prone, and she has regained possession of the pistol, and it's trained at you. And the first thing she says as soon as she makes eye contact with you, "Give me the torch."
Where are my compatriots now?
Yeah, I'm assuming we're hearing all this, right?
Yes, yeah, you heard gunfire and you've heard bodies.
Did he take out both of them or just one of them?
Yeah, both. Yeah, that was enough damage. They were just her minions, so he took out both.
I'll start walking down the stairs then, and in a grumpy, loud voice, be yelling at the lady.
Okay.
And I don't know exactly, but what were you just hatched? Quit acting like a child. Look what you've done to your father. He's laying on the ground.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Hey,
shame.
If I have a little bit of a theory, it could be very wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So while he's dressing her down, I want to kind of look at her and see if she has one of those little implants on her head at all.
Oh, right. Okay. So, yeah, you don't notice that she has anything that looks like the plates you saw on the animals, but she does have the circlet that similar to what you saw on the Lady Skoma, what Za was able to destroy when your initial confrontation with her. She is wearing one of those.
Is that what she used to control the lion?
Yes, right. Yes.
Yeah.
You saw her touch that before you were attacked. Yeah, by the Banth. Yeah.
If Za's words don't give her pause, I'm going to literally say, "Oh, here you go," and throw the torch like I'm trying to hit her in the head with it.
Oh, okay. Are you intending to cause damage? Because you can.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. This should be interesting. All right. So yeah, just a it would probably be the same as a ranged attack. I think it's going to be very similar stats. You can roll cunning and reason or cunning and empathy if you're trying to predict the best place to hit her.
Cunning and reason it is. All right. 13s.
Nice.
Oh, I got a success, but I also got a complication.
Oh no.
All
right.
Let's. I'm gonna go ahead and use a momentum and juice this roll up a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. Well, it turned over the complication. I still have a complication, but I have 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay. Yeah. So you just needed the one to hit her, and so it'll do D6 damage, or one damage die. So you can to make it further damage die, or oh, there you go.
Ooh.
All right.
Hopefully she's not a minion.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So you strike her right in the head with the torch as you threw it, and so that was 3 damage, right? So it was 2 and a 6.
Oh no, I rolled a 2. I rolled a 2. That's all I got.
Oh, only a 2. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So right. Oh, so yeah, you're going to spend so that's 2 points of damage, and it does strike her in the head. Do you want to keep that momentum? Is there anything you want to do?
Yeah, I think I'm going to keep it.
Okay. All right. So so she's got. Make sure we track all this. She's got 2.
I mean, hurting her helps, but mostly I'm just trying to catch her off guard.
Right. But the complication means you did strike her in the head, but she was able to catch as the torch bounced, bounced off of her head. She was able to catch it, and immediately kind of through her bleary, she's vision's a little bit funny from the blow to the head, but she immediately kind of knowing what to do, places the torch against this panel, and presses a series, presses the kind of igniter button on and off a series of times, and the doors to the archive slide open, and she kind of disappears into the. Well, I guess she's holding the torch, so she disappears in, but you see a green into this archive room.
I see a what? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, the green light of the radium torch.
Okay.
But once it kind of gets distant, she extinguishes it. I was going to say distinguishes it. She extinguishes the torch once she gets into the distance. So a green light recedes in the blackness of this room, but it immediately goes out. So what you saw as she receded is just of these low metal cubes, like almost like a series of some sort of storage units or desks or something. They could be. It was hard to tell exactly what this is, but this room is full of these metal boxes.
I'll run up, grab one, because the Eidolon guys had torches with them, right?
Yeah, they had. It wasn't working very well, but they have. Sorry, they have some sort of low kind of light emitting. Probably be something that they would have, light their cigarettes or their whatever recreational.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it wouldn't have been anything that did. So yeah, you noticed what Van Klümt noticed when he turned the corners, that they were kind of holding these lights up to the the door and the panels, but it wasn't illuminating. You couldn't see their faces or amount of light.
Gotcha. Okay, well, I'll just run in to the I'm gonna try to run her down, so I'll run into the darkness and try to follow as well as I can. Okay.
Yeah, why don't you to try to spot her, why don't you try a because you have some idea, like you saw the direction you have to. It's quite a large room. It's kind of the similar size to the Great Hall, but with lower ceilings. It isn't such a grand, high ceilinged room. It's a much lower subterranean structure, but still has the same floor space as the floor above it. And it's just rows and rows of these metal
Okay. Is that a cunning empathy?
Yeah, that would be perfect. Yeah, cunning and empathy would.
Good luck.
I got a success.
Oh, okay.
Got any momentum?
Not off of this, no. No. I mean, I have 2, but I want to save it for talking her down.
All right. So yeah, you're able to pursue her and kind of catch up. You're not quite. You can move pretty fast though, so she couldn't have jump on you. She's probably away. You see her, and actually, you've picked the right direction and kind of headed to the right end of the archives, and you see she's illuminated the torch again and is using it at one of the specific. There's a console at the top of one of these metal cubes that she's actually using.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna attempt to run down linebacker into her whenever that's I'm just trying to keep her from moving forward again. So I'm running as fast as I can, trying to catch up with her.
Okay. All right. So if you want to do that, so she's very distracted. So yeah, you can just if you want to stop her, get her away from the console and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, it's lit up. She's placed the torch into some sort of outlet, so it's not illuminating so much light, but there is a display that's actually lit up, so you can see exactly. And there seems to be symbols and things. It's making some mechanical sound. And
whenever is appropriate, I'm going to be trying to use my Jasumian leaps and bounds talent to catch up with them.
Okay. Good. Yes. So, any instructions to Ton before you leap off?
Just follow us as best you can, kid.
Right. But the professor though, you've left the professor outside the door. Do you leave him, or you want him as backup, or do you want him to?
No, he should rest. He's been through a lot.
Okay, I mean Ton. Do you want Ton to attend to the professor? Because you did instruct him to kind of like bring the professor back. Or bring the scientist back.
He can bring him along. I mean, they can move slower than us. That's fine.
Okay, all right. So he assists the professor. Kind of gets him to his feet, make sure he's not terribly injured, and it doesn't seem like it. He's not bleeding or anything. And Ton leads him into the archives. So so you leap and land near this console that near the metal cube that has a lit screen that is flashing a number of symbols, and you're hearing you're hearing some sort of mechanical as some sort of gear work or something is working, and you also see that on the top there's kind of a slot on the device and plate that's also spinning.
Can we pause for 1 sec?
Oh, sure, of course.
I don't know if this is just me, but like every third word of yours is cutting out.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's happening to me too. I thought that earlier you said you weren't hearing it, so I assumed it was just my bad connection. But it is cutting out quite a bit in this last little bit.
Okay. Oh, that sucks. Okay, let me... Oh, shoot. Take a look at Discord again.
First it was like every 6 or 7 words, but now
it's pretty bad.
Almost like the more you speak, the more it happens or something weird.
Yeah, it's always like a complete word, which is weird. So I really do think it's something that's trying to do to cut out background noise or something.
Okay, yeah, I turned. You see, automatically determine. Oh, how about that? I turned.
Oh, I just did it again.
Yeah.
Oh, I just did it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that weird metal sound like I was thinking about when we were talking about it. It's
right.
Where it says it's playing back your voice beautifully.
It's just cutting off.
Yeah, that's what's weird. It's like, and I hear complete words, but like you'll be talking, and then all of a sudden we'll just go, and then you'll be continued talking, and it's very
Yeah, so it's. So I've got everything up. Echo cancellation is off. Automatic gain. Advanced voice activity. warning when just.
Are you able to listen to the recording? Like
not until we stop. Yeah, I stop and then it compiles it. So I can't. Yeah, I can't download it.
A while,
yeah, I can't download it before then. Yeah, because we could then start a session. I'm hoping though, if it's recording, because I think what this software does, or what Steve, whatever that, what's that bear's name?
Craig. Yeah.
Craig. I think what Craig does is records locally for each of us. So hopefully it's the internet that's causing the breakup.
Yeah,
like my
is.
voice goes. I hope so, because that would really suck. We're losing.
You have the input mode is voice activity. Can you turn to push to talk and maybe leave it on and see if that if that's what's happening? Yes. I don't know.
Yeah, let's see where. Okay.
Well, I don't hear anything.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Try saying a long string of words.
Yes, right. Sentence.
Okay. Yeah, so as you enter this archive chamber, it's several rows of these large metal.
It's already better. I can tell.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, you would have been cut off like twice in that already.
Wow. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to remember to hold down the space bar when I'm talking and not talk when I lift it up, or else it's gonna be really screwed up. Okay, cool. But that'll be good. That'll let me edit out some of my laughter. That's the number one thing I have to edit out of our actual play audio is my laughing over over what you guys are doing.
Oh, come on, laughter is good.
Yeah, it's so funny though. So many times you just got the giggling GM.
Sorry to break the rhythm there, but I was afraid eventually you would say something important that I would miss.
Yes, you're right. No, that's good. And plus, yeah, it would break it to have to be like, I don't know what's happening because half of your sentences were gone. So no more breakup?
Nope.
Doesn't seem like it.
Weird. Okay. Yeah, so it's something in Discord then. I hope we didn't lose too much. All right. Okay, yeah, so Van Klümt is able to bound over, and what you see, so it looks like you're kind of arriving right as Za is kind of beginning his move to tackle Tira away from the console, and what you see is she was standing in front of a lit console with a display screen with symbols kind of cycling, nothing you can interpret, of course. On this lit display, there's a lot of mechanical sound inside this large metal box, and there's a slot with a kind of a shiny metal disc that's rotating as well. So some sort of process, some sort of data process looks to be going on.
And she inserted the rod into this, or no?
Yes, yeah. To turn this on, she used the radium torch.
Okay.
Yeah, so the radium torch is like in a socket that's activated this machine and brought up this display, and so right as she initiated this process, Za comes in to
Goren special.
Yeah, right. All right. So give her the good old Goren, the Goren tackle.
You grab like all four limbs and pull.
Yes. Yeah. Well, yeah. My goal is going to be to I just want to take her down and then weapon out of her hand and tell her she's a bad girl and tell her to quit being mean to her dad.
Right.
Is the torch like firmly screwed or embedded in this thing? I mean, how?
Oh, you can try it.
How difficult would it be to get it out of there?
Yeah, it doesn't look. The light of the torch is mostly concealed by the socket or whatever that it's in the machine. But you can probably pull it out without too much trouble. It doesn't look to be threaded, or you don't see any locking mechanism or anything. It's just kind of seated in this socket on the console.
I have fears of this being some strange Martian doom machine, so I'm going to run over and try to take it out while he's dealing with her.
Oh, sure. Okay. Yeah, and the torch itself, without any trouble, comes out of the machine, and it, of course, then illuminates. It's still on, so it illuminates the whole area. The console itself continues, even with the removal of this torch, continues to do what it's doing. And why don't you roll, Za, for your tackle, just in case there's a complication?
Is it a might passion roll?
That sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's a good thing it's a might passion roll. I got a success.
Okay. Nice. All right. Yeah. So you're able to kind of throw your body into hers and knock her away from the console. So you're both kind of prone because you've done it from a little bit of a distance. So you're both kind of prone, but away from it, like a little bit further down the row of consoles. The one that she activated continues to kind of chug away, and she immediately is yelling in protest at being interrupted in her work. So I must finish. Let it finish. Is all she says as you tumble to the floor of the archive.
Child?
Za, check her for devices. Check her and see if she has implants.
Oh. I'll flip her over on her stomach if I can and
Okay.
start rifling through her hair.
Sure. Yeah, you're much stronger than she is, so yeah, you're easily able to. And she doesn't. She just seems to be very focused on the activity of the console.
Do I recognize the circlet as the same type of thing that?
Yeah, you reckon? Yeah, it's identical to the one that you took off of Skoma.
I'll
previously.
Try yanking that thing off then.
Okay. Yeah. So you reach for that, and she immediately resists. So she goes for it. I mean, you're going to be able to overpower her, but she immediately puts her hand on it. It's not lit in any way. The crystals that are in that circlet itself don't. The gems, I guess, the gems don't seem to be lit in any way. So it's not activated in any way. And as you place a hand on it, she immediately grabs it to resist.
I'll yank it out and immediately smash it on the ground if I manage to break it out of her.
Okay.
It's the same thing I did last time. It seemed to upset him.
Right. Yeah. So she shrieks at this and goes to recover, what's left of the broken circlet. But in this whole process of examining her, you don't see anything else. It was only the circlet that was actually worn like jewelry. Nothing was implanted. When it was easy to remove, it was just as easy to remove as a necklace and smash on the ground.
That's a shame. If she's not being controlled by their evil science, she's culpable, and you're going to have to probably deal with her.
Uh-oh.
Is she? So right now, is she just like fiddling with the bits of?
Yeah, she's trying to see if it functions in any way. If it's still anything is intact. So she's picking up the pieces of it and
can I see?
Very upset.
Can I see Tonvorn and Nalantir? Are they getting close?
Yeah, they're getting closer. The torch. They just kind of entered the kind of outer boundary of the torchlight. So they're probably
I want to bound over to them, grab Nalantir, and bound over to the console.
Okay.
We have a problem.
Nice. Oh,
do your science.
Oh. Oh, dear. Oh, wow. This is quite fascinating. Thank you for getting me next to this machine. So there's nothing to worry about. It seems to be a simple data recovery process. So if you see this disk here is recovering the data in this ancient archive console. So I think there's nothing to fear. We should just let this happen, and this data will be. It's invaluable to what I'm doing with my research. If we can keep it away from whatever Eidolon infected people seem to be pursuing it, and he looks over at his daughter as she's on the ground with the bits. So he's very he's very shocked at the betrayal of his daughter. But he's telling you that there's nothing to be concerned about, and in fact, this is exactly what he wanted to be happening. It was exactly what his intent would have been.
Does she still have a pistol on her?
Oh yeah, she would have. Let's see, maybe she would have set down the pistol, so that maybe the pistol is actually like resting on the console itself. But she's still equipped with a sword and a dagger. But she most likely put down the pistol in eagerness to activate the console.
Start hitting buttons and doodads.
Yes,
Can you bind her or something?
Sure. I'm sure I have something I can do that. I'll take off a belt or something, and same thing. Not trying to really hurt her, but not being gentle either. Just put a boot on her back and push her back down again, and tie her hands behind her back if she's not able to actually fight me.
Okay. Yeah, why don't you, this is like difficulty 0. You're so much, stronger than her. It wouldn't be a problem. But why don't you roll 2d20 anyhow? It might, generate some momentum, but also it will, there's a chance of a complication just in case.
Gotcha. How about if I make no success?
Oh, okay. Well, you still succeed. So it doesn't generate momentum, but if you didn't roll a 20, then
I rolled a 19 and 18. So
you tried. Okay, yeah. So you're able to bind her, and nothing unusual happens in the process.
I'll kind of yell at Nalin, "What's wrong with your child?"
She says, so Nalin Tyr said, I thought at first I was thinking that this was that the Eidolon had actually mastered mind control of intelligent beings, but as it slowly sunk in during the process of my detainment by this wretched child, she has gone over to their cause, and there's several things now that I suspect in our history that have should have been signs of her betrayal much earlier. I can't believe I'm in this situation, and I'm very very sorry that asking for your assistance has led you into such treachery. Yeah, he's very disgusted by this, but he is saying, he's kind of confirming what Von Klümt said, that she isn't being mind controlled. He thought she was at first, so he was not resisting her so hard. He didn't want her to be injured, but he's realized that she is Eidolon.
I'm gonna. Von Klümt is gesturing big, dramatic gestures, and because he's ignorant of the technology, and he's like, "So you are certain this is not going to explode or create a cave-in?" Or anything like that, right?
No, please. There's nothing to worry about. This is a very simple machine, and we're aware that there were only a few of these consoles still active, and it is simply making a backup of data that is actually written in a very strange mechanical way, similar to the way that you would make music on a simple device. It's a very physical mechanism that has this data that we're now recording onto this disk.
I'm going to assume you're describing a phonograph record.
Yes, phonograph. That's an interesting way to refer to it. Yes, we don't have that sort of term, but yes. I think that's basically what it's doing. It's taking sound and making it physical.
Is Ton Vorn caught up with us yet?
Yes. Yeah, he's with you guys.
I'm sorry, Zal, were you interrogating the prisoner?
Oh.
I was being grumpy at her, yeah. Tira, what is the Eidolon's plan? What is your plan? What are you doing?
She doesn't she doesn't immediately respond. She just gives you a defiant look and said, "I don't think a green Martian would even be able to comprehend the magnitude of what the Eidolon are attempting to accomplish."
I'll put a hand on top of her head and ask Nalon, what are you going to do with your child?
So as much as her betrayal pains me, of course, I don't. I believe that we need to use her for as much information as we can. It appears that the threat of the Eidolon is much more dangerous, much more dear than I had even anticipated. From that simple meeting with Skoma, I didn't know that things actually went this deep, and that they could actually command such devotion from someone like my daughter. I believe that we should take her to the proper authorities to be interrogated, because if what I suspect they're trying to do comes to pass, all of Barsoom, it will be threatened by this technology.
With this information that this machine is creating for you, are you going to have the necessary proof to win over the authorities? Because wasn't Skoma the guest of the Jed or something?
Lady Rivera, yes.
Right.
Yes, she was.
Right. I believe that with my research, and now, of course, that's right. There would have been journals, right? So yeah, those would have probably been left at the door. But with the information from my journals and the data from my laboratory, with this new data, I should be able to easily prove or easily demonstrate the threat and technology that the Eidolon seem to be pursuing.
All right.
So I would ask you for mercy, and let's let this process play out, even if it means I lose my daughter to imprisonment. I think we need to find out exactly what we're up against.
How long will this process take?
As you're saying it, the disk starts to slow down, and the machine stops clattering, and it seems that we have everything we need. So it was only supposed to take 5 combat rounds. So if you guys were fighting the whole time, it wouldn't have lasted too long. So since we're out of combat, it just kind of sputters to a stop, and
it's like the
display is glowing, but no more.
The memory
symbols
on the lunar lander, it's like 64K or something.
Right. Yeah, it wasn't so large. So Nalantir goes over to the machine and carefully lifts the metallic disc that had been spinning in that slot. I believe we have everything we need. If you are convinced that you can keep my daughter under control, if you can keep her secure, I suggest that we try to return to Helium.
Well, there's threats out there.
We have a giant ape problem.
Right.
Maybe we go lead them away, and Ton takes custody of the child for a while. I'm going to keep referring to her as a child, even though she's an adult, because she's
right.
a petulant child.
Like we'll divert them?
Yes, or defeat them. How many do you think there was?
Well, there were at least 2, but I think maybe more.
I think Za, probably from the howling at the ruins and your experience, in the wild, you definitely heard 3. There was an enraged, injured white ape, and then 2 more that were following behind.
Okay. And there's no back way out, correct? That we saw.
Did the girl know?
Oh yeah. And actually, even the professor. So Nalantir says, wait, I believe I do have a map of the building that we're currently in, and he
has a "You Are Here" map.
Yes, he has. Yeah, he has the scouting maps that of the Great Hall that his son prepared. Right. So so in the journal. So the journals were left at the door, that front door of the archive, but he'll go retrieve them. And so if you gather together again to make some plans, he shows you this map of scouting data from the sun that does show there are a few other entrances out of the Great Hall, kind of opposite the door that you came in. So you would be able to kind of strategically exit the hall without alerting the apes.
Oh, let's do that then.
Yeah, you may be able to make your way.
How smart are these apes? Like
they're pretty intelligent. They can be trained, but the wild ones are pretty aggressive and enraged and often hungry. Yeah, they're the biggest.
Are they still banging on that door outside?
You haven't heard anything in a while, so either they made it through or they gave up. Basically.
Oh, okay.
They're up there. Don't you worry.
So we're still down at the steps? Or are we up into the
Yeah. You're probably down at the door of the archive at the bottom of that second flight of stairs. But you had secured the hatch on the top of the stairs to the archive. So and you don't immediately in the little bit of silence you don't hear anything coming from the
I'll go up
the hall. Yeah, the hall.
If it's clear, I'll let you know. If not, I'll make noise and run back out the way we came. You guys go out the back, and I'll try to catch up with you at the flyers.
All right.
All right. So how are you gonna? So you're having. Sorry, I just moved this whole thing. Okay, well, we'll figure that back out. So you're gonna have Ton take control. Oh, I should move her out.
Yeah, he can hold a pistol to her back and lead her.
Okay.
So
we've got her, and then we got the professor too.
Actually,
just so we can track where people are.
Before that, I'm gonna whisper to him like, "Did you grab anything? Because you want to do that now, because we're leaving."
Oh, grab anything
like. In the ruins.
If he wants to loot, this is his chance.
Right. Yes, he's right. He says, just give me a minute. So, you could see that he was kind of surveying the archive room, and there really wasn't anything of value aside from these metal cubes. There wasn't anything in the room itself, so he didn't see anything then. But he is eager to on the way out. See if there's anything worth grabbing.
I'll hand him the torch. Here.
Oh, all right. All right. So you're going to slide the hatch away to let him get up to the first floor, ground floor?
I'll go up first.
Okay.
And I'm going to attempt to be quiet. So quiet an ape can't hear me. And we'll see if there's anything up there. The rest of you guys stay down here. And like I said, if something bad happens, I'll make a run for it. So at least you guys can get them.
Right. Okay, yeah, so try cunning and daring to kind of stealth around the room so nothing hears you.
A success.
Okay. That's enough. Yeah. So you quietly you slide the hatch out of the way, the kind of stone cover that was pried off, and it looks like this actually used to be some sort of mechanism or hinges that was broken, by the ancients to gain access to this this passageway to the archives. But you quietly exit, and you don't hear anything in the hall. Nothing seems like it noticed you, and there doesn't seem to be any other presence in the hall. It seems to be very quiet, and
I'll work my way to the front door, see if it's been broken in.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. So the door is still secured. Yeah, you make your way all the way there. It doesn't seem like they've made any progress on breaking in the front door, and maybe gave up.
Okay, then I'll come back and let everyone know. It seems like it's clear up here.
Okay.
All right, we'll go up.
All right. So yeah, we don't have a map of the city. So basically, you have two doors that are opposite, or two smaller kind of service entrances that are opposite the large main entrance of the Great Hall. So we'll just say that they're like a north and a south exit, and you can work your way. So you'll come out a considerable way around the building from where you entered. And it's probably going to take some more to move unseen. It's going to take some more stealth
Lukas,
rolls.
Do you want to get up high and see if you can see those apes?
Oh yeah.
I'll give him my rifle again with the scope on it.
Oh, nice. Okay.
All right, and then I'll bound up to a nice outcrop or balcony, something that I can look around from.
Okay. Nice. All right. So why don't you go ahead and roll
What am I rolling?
or just kind of for looking. What were we doing before? So cunning and reason, probably.
All right. Couple 13s. Here we go. 1, 2, 3 successes.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah. So that was only difficulty 1. So yeah, you've got two momentum you can hold on to. From just your surveying around it, you don't see any activity. That entrance to the ruin where the white apes came from, is still demolished. You don't see any signs of them outside. There's no noise and no activity from what you can see.
I'm just looking up at him, waiting for a signal of some kind.
Yeah, I will. We didn't really work out a signaling system.
Just fire the rifle.
Shoot the monkey again.
All right.
I'll jump back down. Why not?
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It appears for the moment the area is clear of giant white apes.
That's good.
Then I'm going to make a dove call. It's like, this is the song of one of our Jasumian creatures. If I make this in the future, it means everything is clear. Yeah.
Nice. The all clear, the Jasumian all clear sign. All right. Okay. Yeah. So you have the. So you have there are 1 damaged, but 3 flyers. Yeah, outside that main gate of the city the inner wall of the city that you arrived at. But 1 flyer is enough to take everybody. So yeah, let's do a couple of kind of if you want to. I mean, you can just walk and talk and do what you want. But if you want to get out quietly, cunning and daring, and we'll do it. We'll just do 1 difficulty 2 cunning and daring roll, and whoever kind of has the best cunning and daring can roll that, or whoever has the most momentum, and then you can also pay 2 momentum to allow. So everyone has to do that, but we can start with the person with the best stats, and 2 momentum can pay for somebody else to skip the test, basically. So you can kind of guide someone with you by paying 2 momentum.
Can we gag her and me?
Sure.
Fireman carry her the whole.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can take her out of the rolls. So she can't influence anything. That's a good idea.
My cunning and daring add up to 10 right now with my injuries.
That's where I'm at too.
I have 3 momentum in the bank.
I got 2. Why don't you take point on this?
All right. Get our sneak on here. Oh, and we're spending a momentum.
Oh, no.
Okay, there we go. That counts as 2 successes.
Okay. Okay, so Von Klümt is able to...
How many did I need?
You needed 2. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, 2 successes. So you need 2. It's difficulty 2. But anything over that, you can pay.
My spare 2 to cover Nalantir.
Oh, okay, great. All right, so we'll just move you guys. Actually, we can go back up here, we'll do towards the gate here. So you two have are making your way, and you're kind of
sorry, Za, you're gonna have to roll after all.
No, yeah, I hear you. I guess I'll roll next. We'll let Ton do his own roll because he's a sneaky thief guy.
Oh, sure.
That's what I'm hoping.
Yes, right.
Oh no, I got a success. I guess I'll spend a momentum.
Okay. All right.
Oh no, I got a 20. I'll spend another momentum. Okay, well I got the 2 successes needed, but I rolled a 20.
Okay. Oh no. All right. And you are carrying Tira. Oh boy.
Yeah.
She's gonna get away again.
Yeah. So I have a feeling. So the complication, would just be something that would kind of slow you down. But I'm going to spend wait, I got to take my finger off the space bar, or I just keep making spaces everywhere. Sorry, just a sec.
She kicks you in one of your 3 groins.
Oh, wait a minute. How many groins do I have?
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
I have 5, but
Okay, we'll use the combination, or actually, I could have let that complication just generate 2 threat. But the complication is, that she does get free, and she actually breaks away from you and just like runs straight back into the ruins, back in the direction. Yeah. So, unfortunately, you've lost your prisoner, but you have made it safe. You've made it safe to the door. The father Nalantir wants to call out, but he knows that he can't. It would be foolish as you're trying to sneak out of these ruins. It'd be foolish to call after her. But he's kind of stifling himself and very frustrated to see his
girl. If she wasn't your child,
something tells me we'll see her again.
All right, but we've got Ton's roll still.
Uh-oh.
So what are we doing? Cunning and daring.
Good luck, kid.
All right. Here he goes. No complications. Oh, wait. Does he have any talents? No, nothing that's going to get him out. Okay, so we'll do this. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, that was the worst. Oh, that was the worst. Oh, it was going to be an 18 and a 4.
You got a complication.
An 18 and a 20. All right. So, Ton Voren,
uh-oh.
Do we lose you?
Sorry, no, I'm here. I can't type. I should not have chosen space. I should have chosen control or something because I can't type then if all I do is make spaces. So just a sec. I'll make his label.
No problem.
All right, there we go. Okay, so unfortunately, since he was kind of no, that's right. He's got the torch too, right? Because he was using that to kind of look around. Oh no. He thought he spotted something. So right before he was going to make his break to where you were, kind of closer to the gates of the city, he thought he spotted something that looked quite valuable. So he kind of wandered off in a direction. So he's kind of out of your sight. And it's not. I mean, you don't have to bring him back with you. I mean, you're able to pilot a flyer by himself, and there are other flyers there. But he does have the radium torch, and he kind of wandered wandered away into a another part of the ruins after some treasure.
Get the flyer ready. I'm going to go find him, and I'm going to jump. I'm going to bound towards where I last saw him.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you can safely, so Za and Nalantir safely make it out.
This thing up. Let's get it going.
All right.
I don't know how to pilot it.
That's right. So Nalantir will help you get it started. And actually, he'll give you while you're waiting. He's giving you a brief lesson and explaining aerodynamics and the how the eighth ray provides the.
And Goren falls asleep.
Yeah, I'm probably not paying too close of attention to that, but it's good to hear.
Any chance to teach is.
He's Martian splaining.
Yes, right, exactly. All right, here, just a second. Let me look something up here. So I'm still here. I just need to go silent for a second.
Good thing she's his kid, because otherwise she would not be doing well right now.
She'd be in pieces on the floor.
I was thinking about, breaking the ankle or something so she couldn't run away, but that seemed a little too cruel.
That would have been useful if the white apes attacked. You could just sort of push her towards them and run.
Yeah, I really wouldn't do that either, though. That's the problem. So.
All right. So you followed. You kind of bounded. There was Tonvorn seemed to have been running in the direction of a structure that no longer had a roof, but had most of its walls just kind of crumbled. Ran into an entryway with no door into this room. So you can bound like directly into this structure, and you land right next to him. But inside the structure, you guys have stirred up a couple of blue gibbons, which seem to be another variety of ape. Another variety of ape, much smaller than their white cousins. So these would be the equivalent of chimpanzees. And
those things will rip your face off, man.
Right. So they seem to be.
Are they four-armed?
I would imagine. Let me see. The description doesn't. Let's see. They're distant relatives. They appear the size of a chimpanzee, hairless, but azure blue in color. Yeah, forearms. Ate them. So they're very, very agile, but a little bit not so threatening. They don't eat people, and they're not as threatening, but they are very mischievous, and they love to steal things and do all kinds of horrible play all kinds of or just harass their prey. So you've just got two of them that you've startled inside this structure, and so that's what you have to.
They are like animal intelligence, though, right? We can't talk to them.
No, yeah, they're animal intelligence, so they would just grunt and chirp at you.
I'm gonna pull out my dagger.
Oh,
and sort of hold it up, like presenting it, like ooh, ah. Pull it out of the hilt a little bit, shiny, ooh, and try to charm them with it.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely have their attention. They're watching. They're watching the movement.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to throw it over their heads the other direction.
Okay.
And hope they run after it.
Good. Yeah, let's do that. So, let's just do a opposed, and so you'll just throw, and then they will. Let's see how much they'll roll some empathy, maybe, and maybe cunning. cunning and empathy and see if they've been tricked. So we'll just do an opposed roll.
Okay.
So go ahead and do it as a melee, unless you want to. So it would be cunning and reason, but you can adjust that if there's a.
Nope, cunning and reason is good.
Okay. All right, and then they'll
couple 13s for me, and I got.
I'll do cunning and empathy. Yeah,
I got one success.
Okay. Oh, so just one success, no momentum.
Yeah.
Let's see how they do. I've got this weird slow-mo on my dice here. Wow. Okay. Oh, cunning and empathy. So they have a momentum. They have a success and a momentum. So one of them scampers off to retrieve the dagger, and the other one just turns and looks at you, like, was that supposed to? Is that supposed to work? Yeah, I'm unimpressed.
Then
These monkeys are cats. They act like cats. I said, are they monkeys or cats? Because they're acting like cats.
Right. Yeah, very cat-like.
I'm gonna try to grab the kid and bound away.
Oh, okay.
While he's looking at us.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and just do it. Yeah, just do it as a physical. So maybe daring and might for just a pure heroic physical action. Yeah.
Ooh, that's hard with the injuries. Okay, here we go.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, you know what? Screw it. I will spend a point of luck.
Okay.
That gives me an automatic 1, right?
Yes.
And then I'll roll also. Okay, so that would be 1, 2, 3 successes.
Oh, nice. Excellent. So you only needed 1, and so if you spend one of those momentum, you can kind of change the quality of it. So you can make it so that you slip away. That he's looking at you, but you with such kind of force and agility just kind of disappear, so that he's left just looking around.
Yeah, I'll spend 1 momentum to probably get the extra range category on the.
Oh, there you go. Okay, yeah, that would be good. Yeah, so he just sees you kind of disappear into the sky, and just left looking around.
Walks back with a knife. Hey, look what I got.
And so Tonvorn is embarrassed. He's like, I can't believe. Sorry, I didn't mean to lead you into such a mess. Thank you so much, Offworlder, for saving me. Klümt, yeah, that's right. Thank you so much, Klümt, for saving me in this situation. I should have been more careful.
It's von Klümt, but you can call me Lukas.
Right. Yeah, weren't you posing as a red when you first met them as Klümt?
I was. I was.
Right. Okay, good.
Good. The kid's kind of growing on me. So.
Oh, nice. All right. Very good. All right. So, great. Yeah. So you make it safely out. So unfortunately, without Tira, but you do make it out of the ruins. All right. So so you're all set. You even have your pilot. So yeah, you're all set to navigate back. And he's.
Do you want to take the other flyer? I mean, do you want a car?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
One of these belongs to Nalantir, right?
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
That's true.
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah, well, if he wants it, we'll take it.
No, actually, you swapped out. One of them belongs to Ton. Yeah, Tonvorn brought his flyer with the because it has the guns. So you could take one from the Eidolon. So there was there were 2 Eidolon, one that you hijacked, one that you damaged, and then the airship from the Red Martian. Yeah, so you can take one. You can take an extra one back.
If he wants us to take it, so he has a replacement, we can.
Oh yeah, that would be that would solve the repair problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very much. Okay, good. So
Tom.
take separate ships. All right. Okay. Yeah. So you easily are able to. The dust storms have settled. There doesn't seem to be anything else. And as you lift off in your flyers, you do hear the call of the white apes still apparently searching for you in the ruins. Corvus. But yeah, you've made it out with your prize, and Alantir, even though he's shocked by the betrayal of his daughter, he's overjoyed, scientifically overjoyed that they've secured this data from this ancient archive that he's been pursuing for so long. All right. So yeah, you make it back
while
in.
we're traveling. I'm going to be working on Ton Vorn, and just sort of like trying to convince him that, you know, he's got this whole life ahead of him. He doesn't need to settle for, you know, digging in the back alleys of some crummy
Sorry, just a
town.
second. The doorbell.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Are you trying to get a follower, Matt?
Yeah, I'm taking a page out of your book. Try to absorb a kid here.
I need to get back out to my flock.
No kidding. You've left him alone for a while.
Yep. I mean, I guess it's been what, a year? No, I mean,
been a couple days, hasn't it?
Yeah, a couple days. That's why I left the big girl in charge, Sashi. She'll take care of him. But yeah, I need to get back and find them. And
well, hopefully there'll be a little bit of a downtime moment here coming up.
Yeah.
So getting together noon tomorrow?
Yeah, that sounds good. Did you ever get the book, or no, it hasn't come out yet?
No, it hasn't come out yet. I've been resisting the urge to ask them about it. I know they get a million messages like that.
Yeah, it'll just be another like, we will give it to you when we can get it type of a thing. Yeah. Has no one else posted anything about playing it or having it or anything?
No, it's not out.
Yeah.
All right, sorry about that. Not just a delivery, not the police. I was worried because they may like do interviews with the neighbors about the last time we saw the neighbor that is kind of disappeared. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to that. Oh, my wife is here because I don't want to
deal with the Japanese police force.
Yeah, right. yeah. The less foreigners do that, the better. All right. Okay, I'm sorry. So you're talking to the Red Martian, to Ton Vorn.
I'm trying to talk him up to himself, and sort of I'm hinting around that like I've got plans to move on and eventually, try to get home, and maybe he should think about the travel and bigger things and just skullduggery in the gutters of some city.
Nice. Yeah. And he seems to light up at the at this conversation, and he hasn't quite ever thought that big before. So yeah, that's very interesting to him. You seem to have kind of piqued his interest in improving himself.
Very good.
Nice. All right. So yeah, you without any problem, you make it back to Helium. But upon landing at the residence, so the first thing you notice approaching
the door.
Yeah, other than the door. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the first thing that you notice when you arrive at the landing pad is that there are several Helium security officers that are manning the residence. There seems to be a flyer, an official government Helium flyer on the roof. And immediately, Vorn kind of panics at seeing this, and just says, sorry, but I can't I can't get involved with whatever this is. And he kind of drops you off. He kind of
this is why I was trying to prop you up, kid. Come on.
Kind of lights quickly on the surface of the landing pad and says, pleasure doing business with you, sir. My taxi service is available to you at any time. And he takes off as a Nalantir lands on the landing pad of his residence to
so he literally just dumped me off.
Right. Yeah. He dropped you off playing the taxi, playing the part of a taxi. And was very worried about whatever this is. He hasn't seen that much security all in one place at one time. So, so the flyer, so Nalantir's flyer lands next to you, and immediately kind of the security closes in, but they don't. They just kind of approach you, and then from the residence that does have a now repaired door. So obviously the sun was doing some work. It was doing some work in your absence. You see a group now of, it looks like much more higher ranking politicians. As the security kind of closes in on you, a Red Martian politician who appears to be of a very high status, dressed amazingly well with the sash of helium. He approaches you and introduces himself. I am Miguel Moran. We are here on official business of the city of Helium. I'm an advisor to Mors Kajat, the Jed of Lesser Helium, and son of Helium's great Jeddak, Tardas Mor. We're here seeking the Lady Dal Novera. It appears from what she has told us that you're responsible for not only her kidnapping but murder and treason to the city of Helium. So we will be we're taking you into custody now, and you can explain yourselves. But we will be doing that at our detention facility, and the security guards approach you as this high-ranking Helium politician has declared you criminals of the city, and is attempting to take you into custody.
Dun dun.